Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Buffalo, Oklahoma. We are right at home on our broadcast perch here. J.J. Manning here in Buffalo allows us to sit with the Buffalo contingency. So we are, as you can see by my camera shot, right on the 50-yard line. And if we saw a rock band from here, they would be 3 inches tall. We're up a ways. This is one of the old barns, and I say that in a very loving way. It's sad that, it's necessary, I suppose, because of codes and things like that have to be met. But it's sad to me to tear down these beautiful old facilities like this. This baby is made of cement and rebar, and we can sit here while the bombs go off, I promise. So this one will be destroyed like the rest, and it'll be replaced with a steel and aluminum, and But we love these old facilities, and this is the home of the 64th annual just completed Buffalo tournament. They had a tough time this year because of the weather. If you remember, they moved the tournament from Thursday, Friday, Saturday to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then, well, you know about all of the problems. So, buddy, are you ready to go once again?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I think I'm okay. I said, I don't need to sit there. And she said, nobody sits there but Brad. Nobody. Huh? You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Longtime voice of the Buffalo Bison, and he's a good one. This is senior night. We're just about ready to start the festivities. As a matter of fact, you see the Buffalo Girls. That would be a great name for a song. Ready for the national anthem and Waynoka Lady Rails.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Senior Night in Buffalo. Would you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Let's meet the visitor on the scoreboard this evening, the Lady Rails of Waynoka, coached by Coach Robin Klein. A junior, number 2, Aubrey Delano. A junior, number 4, Briley Beck. A junior, number 13, Devin Seeger. A junior, number 21, Temperance Boseiden. And a senior, number 22, Shay Wilson. Welcome to the floor, the Lady Bison, number 10, Avery Prowser. Number 13, Isabel Jordan. Number 15, a senior, Tana Lauer. Number 21, a senior, Emily Alley. And
So the Buffalo girls, Lady Bison clad in white, Lady Rails clad in maroon, trimmed in silver, and we are underway. The Lady Bison are, by one of my score sheets, they are 500 with a 11-11 record. First shot up, no good. Taken away by Beck, and down court comes Temperance Poseidon for the first time for the Lady Rails down, and we're underway in Buffalo. We welcome you. 7:37 in the first quarter of action. Ball taken away but tied up. And as you know, we don't jump them anymore. We take turns, and it's the Lady Rails' turn. Ball played in to Beck. Scramble for the basketball, and the white-clad Lady Bison come out with it. Down court they come to the baseline. Whistle and an almost turnover, but not quite. Isabel Jordan, the junior, calling for the basketball. It goes to the far side, however, and up from 19 feet and good. Number 25, Paige Schneider. So a three opens the scoring, and they'll put a trap on Poseidon. She brings it across and knocked away by a Lady Bison. So the Lady Rails will play it in. Number 13, Devin Seeger, a junior. Playing the ball in on the set play. Gets it in on the wing on the far side. To the top, it's Wilson. Shea Wilson. Around the wheel it goes to Poseidon in the paint if there was paint. Now out. Beck plays it to the top to Poseidon. Poseidon with the ball at 6:38. In the first quarter of action, Lady Rails are down by 3. Shot goes up, but doesn't go up from Wilson because it's blocked and turned away. Cross court, skip pass, under, up, and fouled. No good is the shot. Foul called. Foul's called on Beck. It's her first, of course. Free shot is up and good. Paige Schneider at the line. Hits both of them, and Schneider has 5, as do the Lady Bison. Trap put on Wilson. She needs help. Gets it from Poseidon. She's trapped. Clear down in the corner, the ball comes on the wing on the far side. Lady Rail's getting pretty good at whipping the ball around, but sometimes it gets away, as it did there. Now stolen back. It's Wilson underneath, up and good. So the top's knocked off of the basket finally by number 22, Shea Wilson. Wilson, the senior, currently reigning as Miss Waynoka, but she probably wouldn't feel like royalty now, out there scrumming, trying to get the basketball and keep it and so on. She has it. She can't keep it. There's 5:23 in the first quarter. Shea Wilson to the top. Sets the floor. Into Beck. Back out to Wilson. Over to Poseidon on the near wing. Poseidon under, up, and no good, but fouled. Shot no good, but fouled. 5:11, first quarter. Lady Rails down 5-2. Poseidon, first shot up, no good. And we go 5-3 with 5:06 in the first quarter of action. Ball near side on the baseline. Trapped underneath, up and under on a nice set play, and it's good. Scored by number 21, Adelaide Alley, a senior. Up, under. The ball put up originally by Devin Seeger, knocked away, and a timeout is called. There's timeout on the floor, 4:43 in the first quarter. The Lady Rails are down by a score of 7-3 in early going.
The first quarter is brought to you by Rick George and Associates. When it's time for taxes, don't get second-class help for the most important business decision in your world. Get with the best. Rick and Matt at Rick George and Associates in downtown Waynoka.
(7-3) in early going here in Buffalo. This is a big week for basketball. We'll tell you why in a minute. You probably know, but we got to tell you stuff anyway. The senior has the basketball and has it to the near side to number 15, Tana Lauer, who is also a senior. Now the ball moves to the far side in the hands of Isabel Jordan, a junior. Inside in the paint. Bounces it to herself accidentally. Up, no good. Saved, but saved in to Wilson, and she's grabbed by the wrist and in a moment that wouldn't go away before the whistle blew. Ball comes in, the trap applied, and Poseidon gets it across the back and over in the corner, up and good. What a beautiful shot by number 2, Aubrey Delano. The junior scores. And it's 7-6. 3:45, that's the time on the clock, or it was, the clock's moving. Shot up, no good. Rattled around, but came out. Followed up and scored. It's the senior, number 25, not the only senior, but the dominant one, Paige Snyder. Big scorer, and she has, 7 of the 9? Poseidon with the basketball. Picks up her dribble, goes to Wilson on the far side. 3:14 in the first quarter here, 2 games. Girls action, first quarter, 3:06, inside of Poseidon, she's fouled. Not a shooting foul, so the Lady Rails will play it in. They're in those maroon uniforms, trimmed in gray and silver. For Buffalo, number 4, Emery Batman, a sophomore, comes in. Ball played out to Poseidon. She charges, puts the ball up, and is whacked. Kind of across the face, but sort of counts as a foul, and she's at the line. 3:01 in the first quarter. We appreciate you joining us. Cade Kennedy will have you action on Thursday night. We'll be back with action on Friday night as these teams, the girls and boys, play 3 games in 4 nights. So if they do, we do. Shot up and good. And it's 9-8. Temp Poseidon from the line. Lady Rails have 8 in the corner. Near side into the paint, up left-handed. Oh, the bank is open. Just kind of flipped that baby up like you would. Well, I don't know if you would, but it went in. Temp Poseidon across the timeline. No real pressure. Beck comes out, gives her a screen. That puts the ball to Wilson, whose 20-footer is off the rim to the far side and taken off by number 25, Paige Snyder of the Lady Bison with 2:17 in the first quarter. Lady Rails action, 19 feet away, no good. Follow-up, no good. but off accidentally off Aubrey Delano, so the Lady Bison will play it in. Isabella Jordan plays the set play in. Tries to come back to her. Poseidon takes it away, and they run. Poseidon up, no good. Lots of people touch the basketball. Finally, it's to Wilson on the far side. Skip pass to the near side. Too far. Taken away. Schneider up and good. That's a layup drill for Schneider. She's done it a million times, and it works about that often. 1:39 in the first quarter. Lady Rails down now, 13-8. Temp with the basketball. Over to the near side to number 2, Aubrey Delano. Further around the horn to Devin Seeger. Skip pass to the far side to Wilson. Up underneath. No good, but follows her shot. Does Temp and hits. Poseidon hits, and it's 13-10 with 1:10 in the first quarter. Ben Buckland with you, flying solo in Buffalo. Ball inside, now wing near side. Up underneath, up and good. Emery Batman, 11. Emery Batman, number 4, a sophomore. 4:32. We're talking minutes or seconds and parts of seconds, so stay with me. Wilson, hits the back of the rim from 22 and out. 30 seconds as she crosses the timeline with the basketball. The Lady Bison have it. Number 24 is Tinley Mulberry, a sophomore. Ball, foul. Ball was going to the baseline and a foul occurred. It's not a shooting foul. So with 18 seconds, that's the first foul on number 2, Aubrey Delano. To the top goes the basketball. 15 on the wing. Up, no good. Tipped around. Lots of people get a hold of it. Beck mainly. But it'll stay on the end of the Lady Bison. To throw it in will be the senior Paige Snyder. She has most of the points. 8 seconds. Top, up. No good. Looks good. Is a little strong. Wilson bounces it off her foot. That almost went in, but not quite. And you heard the buzzer, and it's 15-10 at the end of one. The end of one quarter of play. 15-10, Lady Rails down, but not down by much.
This portion of tonight's game is brought to you by the Long Gas Company of Alva. When it's propane you need, Long's delivers to you, or you can pick it up on East Flynn in Alva. Call them at 580-327-1436.
Ben Buckland on press row high above the floor. Working solo tonight. Cade Kennedy and a crew will be on hand on Thursday night. And then I'll be back on Friday as these Lady Rails and Rails play 3 in 4 nights. And then Saturday is the local livestock show. We'll be there. And then Monday starts the Woods County Livestock Show, and we'll be there. So from what you just heard, it appears to me that on Sunday we'll rest. 15-10. Lady Rails down, but not down by much. You can get kind of sick kind of quick, but you can get well pretty quick from the three-point line. And the Lady Rails bring it in. Into Temp, has a little bit of pressure on her, but not much. Crosses the timeline as we get underway with the second quarter. Sets up her 1-3-1. Nobody really running the low post, just moving to the edge. Whistle blows and a foul is called. I don't think it'll be a shooting foul, but Wilson hopes it will, so she goes to the line, and why not? Perception is reality, and we perceive that she was fouled while shooting. Ooh, how did that not? That got halfway down the net and then came out. Shea Wilson at the line. Good shooter. Poseidon takes a seat, and the freshman number 21, correct that, 20, Gracie Martinelli checks in. Wilson hits, and it's 15-11. .37 in the second quarter of action. Lady Bison's up. Got boxed out there by number 4, Emery Batman, and she scores from underneath. Wilson across the timeline with the left hand to Martinelli. Martinelli to the top, now back to Wilson, far side. Way a ways from the basket. Try to play it in and misplay it, but it's knocked out of bounds off of the shin and chin of number 4, Emery Batman. This is a set play that looks like a scrum could be created from it. Did anybody come loose? Well, sort of. You got to bat it by a couple of people to make it work, I guess. Martinelli with the basketball to the corner. Beck looks, gives to Wilson, still on the far side. Further away from the basket than she wants to be at 6:47 in the half. In the corner, needs help, brings it out to Beck. Beck's on the floor, but the basket's in the hands of number 13 of the Railroaders, Devin Seeger. Now Wilson up off the glass, but no good. Pretty nice looking shot, but she was a little further out than she thought. Quickly down court, 6:24 and a half. To the top, 19 feet, in and out. Up, touched everything, and finally went in and was fouled. Emery Batman was fouled on the third try. And she'll go to the line with an and one, and it's 19-11. So Paige Snyder comes back in, number 25, the solid senior for the ball club of Ryan Nelson. Ryan's assisted by Dana Nelson. Nice looking shot, hits everything, but does not go through the rim. And it's 19-11 still. Temp has the basketball, now Wilson. Wilson with the ball, near side now. Close to the top is Wilson. Takes it in, tries that off the glass again, and once again, she's short, and this time she fouls number 4, Emery Batman, as she's trying to rebound the ball, she being Wilson, number 22. It is her first foul of the night. 5:50. Clock is running in the first half. In the corner, up and bam, nothing. But net is Snyder. 22-11 as the Lady Bison double them up. Far side, basketball on the wing, now underneath to Wilson. Double teamed, back out. Delano across, but throws it away. I said Delano, and I meant, of course, Kevin Seeger. You knew that, but I think I'll correct myself anyway. Beck takes a seat on the bench. Coming in for her is number 1, Joey Schmidt, a freshman. Turnover, and the good girls get the basketball, 22-11. Lady Rails trailing, and they're going to put some real pressure on now. Temp with the basketball, who doesn't care about pressure so much. Brings it across and sets up at the top. Far side to Wilson. Inside. Stolen away. 4:58. Second quarter of action. Stolen away by Wilson. Took it right out of her hands. Temp underneath. Puts it up. No good. She was a lot further under the basket than she thought, than she really wanted to be. Down court and up and good. A deuce, and it's 24-11. 4:33 to go in the first half. Clock is running. Lady Rails at the hand of Wilson. Inside. Martinelli. Bounce pass, got away. Got away from Delano, and timeout is called, I think, by Robin. Robin Klein, the coach of the Lady Rails, I believe. But let's not argue about it. 4:18 in the second quarter. It is 24-11 as the heat being turned up just quite a little dab.
Rachel's Cafe in downtown Waynoka is like its owner. Beautiful. From the front door, clear through. You'll love the look, the feel, and you'll love the taste at Rachel's Cafe. With a full menu and a daily special, Rachel's is burgers, calf fries, and much, much more. Open Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 4 and Friday and Saturday from 11 to 7 p.m. Say hi to Rachel and her great staff.
Wilson, top, Bozeiden, too long, taken off by Seeger. Now Bozeiden with the basketball, 3:47 in the first quarter, knocked out of her hands, so she initiates the dribble again. She's in the paint, up left-handed, no good, takes the rebound, no good. Seeger has it, out to Wilson, ducks one defender, shoots the three and hits. Shea Wilson from 19, and it's 24-14. 3-2-1 as the clock scrambles to halftime. Ball in the paint, up left-handed, curls around. I don't know if it curled, but anyway, it didn't go in. Stay with me. Bozeiden with the basketball. Across the timeline. Lady Rails down by 10. You can get sick pretty quick, but you can get well pretty quick. They'll sling some threes here in a minute, and we'll see what happens. Delano plays the ball to Wilson. Wilson inside to Temp. Temp's posting up now. Martinelli underneath. Oh, how does it not go in? I can't plead with a basketball. 2:42 as the whistle blows. Going to be a foul on Temperance Bozeiden. Believe it or not, that's her first. She's moved inside, running what amounts to a low post from the high position. So we'll see if that stays like it's really supposed to be, or she just decided to do that for a little bit. Underneath on a give and go. And it does not go. It gave, but it did not go. Across the timeline, Bozeiden knocked away from her, and it's a race up and good. The shot up by Brooklyn Collier, and Robin Klein wants a timeout. This one will be a little hotter. 2:07 in the first half. 26-14 is the score. And we'll take a short break and tell you that this Thursday morning on Rose and Ben, we have Sagelyn Booty, the farm girl, has a new job. She's also a student in the master's program at Northwestern, but she has a new job in Fairview, and she's really, really proud of it, and it does great things, and she's going to come on Rose and Ben and tell us about it. And then Carly half of the ownership of the Alva Beer Co., will tell us about upcoming acts. They have the Alva Beer Co. filled with talent every Saturday in February and I think into March, but we'll find out all of that from Carly on Rose and Ben. 11 o'clock Thursday morning. It's the latest, most mature morning show in the free world. You have to catch it to believe it. Two people, 168 years of fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ball under play with some pressure put on, but Wilson doesn't mind at all. Shea Wilson with the basketball, sets the 1-3-1. Martinelli's running that post now. Up, under, no good, and Poseidon got fouled. Temperance Poseidon will go to the line. Misses the first one. 26-14 is the score. 100, forget the 100. The 148 in the first half. She misses both of them, and this one's taken off by the white-clad Lady Bison. Almost stolen away by Wilson. They get it across the timeline when the clock says 138. Ball's at the top. Ball's in the hands of number 3, Lizzie Dyes. A freshman's in the game now. Kind of a 2-1-2 that moves occasionally to a 1-3-1. Underneath, Martinelli is fouled. This time, I believe it's number 21, Adelaide Alley, that's called for the foul. That's 3 team fouls. No, it's 2. Shot up from 19. Oh, my, bam. Lizzie Dyes, deadly from the corner. 3-pointer, and it's 29-14 as the clock rolls over to a minute before halftime. Ball will stay with the Railroaders. It was tipped out of bounds by number 24, Tinley Mulberry, the sophomore that's in now. Ball played on the far side. Into Wilson. Over to Poseidon. 55 seconds. Inside to Martinelli. Corner, Wilson to the top. Back looks. Wing on the far side. Beck with the ball. Now Poseidon. 43 seconds. Underneath, almost up, but not quite. And lots of people on the floor, but the ball will stay with the Railroaders or the Lady Rails, and that's really all that counts. Set play. We better hurry with the set play, girls. You got to throw it. She did, and it's back out. It'll stay with the Railroaders, and trying to enter it is the junior Devin Seeger. Now she'll change. Tim Poseidon will slap the ball, throw it into Wilson, who launches just on the front of the rim. Tapped back in and taken by Seeger. Seeger on the far wing. And moved her pivot foot, trying to get a little bit away from the gal that was guarding her. Slid that thing a little bit, so Beck will check in. And going to the bench is Devin Seeger. Riley Beck, a junior. 18 seconds, first half, 29-14. Lady Rails down. Ball's on the wing from 17. No good. Tapped. Tapped by number 25, Paige Snyder, but she tapped it off of her knee. The ball goes through Martinelli's hands and out of bounds. There's 6 seconds Plenty of time to catch and shoot, so get ready for a catch and shoot. In, top, 4, 3, 2, 1, inside, up, good. And that's the way you draw that up. Adley Alley, just as the buzzer was almost starting to maybe begin. Shot went up and was good. It's 31-14 at halftime. 31-14, and it's halftime in Buffalo, America. Ben Buckland with you here, traveling solo on Thursday night. Cade Kennedy and his crew. We'll see what kind of roadies he shows up with. We'll have that game, and then I'll see you on Friday night. Saturday is the local 4-H and FFA Livestock Show. I'll see you there. On Monday, the Woods County Livestock Show begins, and it'll continue into the week, and we'll be there. And so then, backing up just a little bit, on Sunday, we'll rest. We'll be back.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you. We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Mock Resources, with offices in Waynoka, Oklahoma, is an independent upstream oil and gas company focused on the acquisition, development, and production of high-return, low-cost oil and natural gas projects. As responsible stewards of natural resources, Mock Resources understands the pivotal role energy has in building sustainable economic growth, social progress, and improving quality of life locally and globally. In addition to providing ethically sourced energy, Mock Resources is committed to delivering scalable, reliable, and affordable energy to all communities, to equip all people with the modern energy resources they need to thrive. To learn more about Mock Resources, email them info@mocknr, that's MACHNR.com, or find them online at mocknr.com.
Good evening. About 5 minutes left in halftime. Ben Buckland with you, high above and very close to the rafters in this beautiful, and we righteously call it an old barn because it is. It was built concrete, rebar. It's solid. I mean, you're safe when you're in here. But these old, beautiful places are being torn down right and left, and aluminum and some sort of other stuff comes up in a beautiful, shiny. Don't get me wrong, they're wonderful facilities. I mean, I hearken to the alumna, the 5-year alumni reunion held this year in Waynoka, which was actually a 10-year, because remember 5 years ago we were all being fitted for masks and told that if we left the house we'd more than likely die that very same day. So we didn't have the reunion 5 years ago. So this year, when Sherry and her committee put the wonderful reunion together, the people that came back that had not been in Waynoka for a while were amazed at the facilities. I mean, you look on the campus of Waynoka schools, and there's not an old building left. They've all been replaced, and what kind of served as a track has been taken away. There's a beautiful, beautiful new track that they got done for one track meet, at the end of the year, before school was out last year. So the track meet, or the track and its corresponding building, really being used this year. But the amazement of the people that graduated from Waynoka schools and had come back and visited, hadn't been there for a long time, it's astounding. Superintendent Scott Klein and the staff, the school board, the neighborhood, the community is so forward moving that it's just really, really, really refreshing. And you go just a little bit south to America's Oasis, and Anna Maria and her staff have all kinds of activities coming up, and we're going to have them on the Rose and Ben show before long and go over all of the stuff that's coming up. There must be, 10 big events coming to the Little Sahara State Park and America's Oasis. Speaking of, we'll be right back. It's halftime. Lady Rails down 31-14 to the Lady Bison in Buffalo.
From the beginning of time, Larry and Linda Zook have supported the people and events in our part of the country. Usually, Chimney Rock Mini Storage is full, and we remind you to get on the waiting list for the next open unit. Well, for the first time in a long time, Linda and Larry have a couple of open units at Chimney Rock Mini Storage in Waynoka. Call quickly, 580-824-1042.
We're underway in quarter number 3, and the Lady Rails play the ball. Wilson underneath, up and good. Shea Wilson scores the first points of the second half, and it's 31-16. Lady Bison with the basketball. Men's game follows this one. Thanks for joining us. Ben Buckland flying solo from the top rafters here at this beautiful facility. Thanks to the hospitality of the people here in Buffalo on the staff. Seeger with the rebound to Boziden across the timeline. Boziden sets the floor. Goes to the wing on the far side, picks up her dribble, brings it to the top. Try to hit Boziden coming across and led her just a little bit too far, so Ball out of bounds. Aubrey Delano off the hands of Temperance Poseidon. There's 7 minutes in the third quarter. Lady Bison inside from 11 feet, up and good. This score by Adelaide Alley, number 21, senior. So between her and the other senior, Snyder. Oh, jump shot by Temp, and she hits. 33-18. As I was saying, between the two seniors, most of the scoring is done by the Bison, and between the two, Poseidon and Wilson, most of the scoring done for the Lady Rails. This shot is up and good. In the paint deep, and it's 35-18. Temp Poseidon all the way in, up off the backboard. The person who tried to block her shot got a lot of ball, and Temp was strong enough to throw the person out of bounds. But the shot didn't go, and that's really what we're after here. Little hook shot from underneath. That's Adley Alley. Scrum on the floor. Beck and Alley up and gone again. Temp back, shot up from 19, just to the side from the hand of Aubrey Delano. The junior misses, and it's 35-18. The ball played in now by the Lady Bison. They lead 35-18. Ball inside. Ooh. I think Shea said, well, I'm a little out of position. I can't hardly reach the ball. So I think I'll just hack her pretty good. Wilson's second foul. Got her money's worth. And comes out a little ahead in the deal in that the free shot is missed. That's Adley Alley doing the shooting, number 21, and it's 36-18 as Temp brings it across the timeline. Temperance Poseidon, left-handed dribble on the wing on the far side, top. Now near side, Wilson. Wilson tries underneath for Temp, and the ball touched by a white-clad Lady Bison wearing number 15. That's Tana Lauer, a senior. This is senior night. All the seniors were honored. Ball in and off of Shea Wilson. Now it'll go the other way, and the clock rolls to 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter of play. Good action, good action. Not great shooting by the Lady Rails, but they're being outdistanced scoring-wise, 36-18, but hanging in there, playing pretty structural basketball the way Robin Klein wants them to play it. The Lady Bison, well, now that's a give and go you won't see just every day. She tried the shot. It was blocked, but the block went to another Lady Bison who scored 38-18. Wilson, no, yes, boom. Shea Wilson, 38-21. Wilson and Poseidon trying to keep the Lady Rails in. 2 passes underneath, and Beck has the rebound on the missed shot on the set play. 4 and a little change in the third quarter. Ball to the top. Wilson with it. Sets the 1-3-1. Backs it out. Now takes it in. And it's called a jump, and we'll go the other way. Wilson not just delighted with the call, but live to fight another day. Ball in at 3:55 in the third quarter. Lady Bison across the timeline. Inside. Guarded by Beck, and Beck fouls. Two girls with quite a bit of length there. So for Buffalo, number 10, Avery Prosser, a junior. And for the Rails, it's Riley Beck, a junior. They have about the same length, but Prosser has had the reach on that one. So Beck will take a seat. Emery Batman comes back in, number 4, for the Lady Bison. Free shot is hit, and it's 40-21. Wilson with the basketball. Lady Rails play again on Thursday night. Cade Kennedy and his crew will be there. Ball to Poseidon. In the paint. Spins. What a pass. From the edge, but too strong. However, it's rebounded by Seeger. Underneath by Poseidon, and she's fouled. Nice move by Temp. She moved to her right, back to her left, and spun that way. Kind of an awkward way to shoot, so she missed the shot, but she got fouled. And the foul is on number 4, Emery Batman. That's her first, second foul of the half for the Lady Bison. Ben Buckland with you, high above the floor in Buffalo. Shot up, no good by Temp. Got one of two, so it's 40-22. 3:15 in the third. Boys game will follow this one. Ball's on the far side of a kind of a 2-1-2. It sags to where they have two low posts. I think that's maybe accidental, but it seems to work. Ball to the far side to the senior. Underneath to another senior, and there's lots of people there. This was a junior, however, Avery Prosser. And the Rails will play the ball in. Isabella Jordan takes a seat, number 13, for the Lady Bison. Wilson with the basketball. To the top. Seeger has the ball stolen on the pass. Break, but not a particularly fast break. And a foul. Because it wasn't a particularly fast break, Emery Batman was caught by a couple of Lady Rails, and one of them hacked her. And that one was number 2, Aubrey Delano. It's her second. Actually, the first foul of the half for the Lady Rails, and Martinelli is back in. Devin Seeger will take a seat. 41-22 is the score. Lady Rails down. 42-22. I'm no math major, but I think it's around 20 points differential. Tripp ducks on the board as the clock runs to it and past it. A little dribbling show put on by Wilson as she looks for him to set the floor. Martinelli tries to give her a screen. Wilson back out to Temp at the top. Hit that, no good. It rimmed the cup. Poseidon up and fouled. Poseidon hasn't had a good look at the basket in, I don't know, a year and a half, it seems like, but she shoots from every angle, and so she's kind of a target to get fouled, and she does. That one squirms around and finally falls through, 42-23. That's the third foul on number 10, Avery Prosser. And Temp hits 2. So Poseidon and Wilson continue to, best they can, keep the Lady Rails in, trying to bring the youngsters along, and it is a young squad, but a game squad. No quit in this bunch at all. Ball comes into the paint, up, backed in. She backed in on the freshman, Zoe Schmidt, and Temp turned and ran over number 25. The senior blocked her, so that's the second foul, and Paige Snyder kind of rubbing her neck going, I took some punishment and I got a foul against me. 1:35 in the third quarter. To the top is Temp. Spins around, now takes the right hand, shoots, and she's fouled. Couldn't see anything but Amarillo from where she was, but went ahead and shot. She couldn't see the downtown Amarillo. She was seeing kind of the east edge. So no chance that the ball got there, but she got fouled. And that's the fourth foul for Avu Presser, who hasn't been in the game all that long. It's kind of like hack, 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 and you're done. 1:26 in the third quarter. Misses both of them. Unusual, but not unheard of. 1, 2, 3 on the clock. Clock running. Third quarter, 44-24. Lady Rails down, but not slowing down. Just down on the scoreboard. Into the paint, backing in, spinning up. Whoa, what a nice move by Emery Batman. You hate to see it work, but it's pretty. She really uses her length well. Down to the baseline goes Temp. Looks to the top. Back down under. Schmidt, probably the smallest person on the floor, gets in there with the trees and almost scores, but not quite. Zoe Schmidt, a ninth grader, right in there scrapping with the long length. 39 seconds, the clock running. Ben Buckland with you here in Buffalo. Dribbled it out of bounds. Lady Rails will have it with 30 seconds. Men's game follows this one. Wilson plays it into Poseidon, and kind of a kind of pressure put on, but not much. Poseidon across the timeline at 20 seconds. Wants a screen and gets it. To the top to Wilson. Back to Poseidon. Martinelli calls for it, but sets a screen. Poseidon puts the ball up and is fouled. That time it was Arnett. She could only see Arnett from where she was. No way to see the basket, but puts the ball in the air and she's hacked. And that foul is called on Emery Batman. It's her second. And the fifth team foul, by the way. Most of them to 20 to 25, the end of quarter number 3.
We are very fortunate to live, to work, and to be able to play in this part of the world. We're also thankful for all our blessings, our friends, and our neighbors in and around the Waynoka area. One of our big blessings is having our own animal doctor. That's Dr. Michaela Zook. Dr. Michaela Zook is now located in downtown Waynoka and can be reached at any time by telephone. 580-554-0226. Dr. Michaela Zook. One more blessing. And our hometown veterinarian.
Clean Harbors, hazardous waste disposal and recycling services provide the widest range of recycling, treatment, and disposal options for all your hazardous waste streams. Unmatched in North America, our infrastructure of hazardous waste management facilities services all of the U.S. and Canada, northern Mexico, and Puerto Rico. We handle both drum and bulk hazardous waste in liquid, solid, semi-solid, sludge, and gas forms. One call handles all your hazardous waste disposal needs. Located in Waynoka, where we proudly support our railroaders.
We're back underway, as you can well see. 46-25 is the score. Lady Rails down, now 48. I'm going to show you a picture that we will put on the end of the Zooks Veterinarian. Stolen away. A Zooks Veterinarian commercial when we. There's a foul over the back of Temperance Poseidon. I don't know how this is going to look off of my phone, but here it is. There's a little picture that we'll be putting on the commercial of Michaela Zook's commercial. As a couple of Saturdays ago, she'll still have Zook's Veterinarian, but her last name in Zook now. What a beautiful, beautiful family. Now, where was I? 6:51 across the timeline. 6:51 with the clock running, and a whistle blows, so now the clock won't run. And there's not much different than 6:51. So we'll pick it up right here. 48-25, Lady Rails are down. It's the fourth quarter. And the ball is in the hands of the white-clad Lady Bison. Quite a few of these, 5 of them in fact, did not start the game. Ball stolen away by Poseidon and a whistle. Rails will play it. Poseidon fouled. It's the second team foul. So Martinelli will come in, and the set play will originate. Inside, Temp up, a little bit hard, so it spun out, but it was certainly where it needed to be, just a little hard. 5, no, 6, almost 5s. Down underneath to that number 4, and she is fouled pretty substantially by Aubrey Delano. There's really no doubt about that foul. Number 4, Emery Batman, just a sophomore. If she hits a growth spurt, Buffalo's going to be good for the next couple of years, right? Misses the second one. Whoop. Ball taken away from Seeger. So back on defense with trip 5s on the board, go the Lady Rails. To the top. Ball's in the hands of Lizzie Dyes, a freshman. Isabella Jordan with the basketball, a sophomore. In the corner, nothing there. Back out to the top it goes with 5:32. 49-25, Lady Rails down. Knocked away, but knocked into the hands of number 3, Lizzie Dyes. Remember that freshman? She's a good ball handler. Across the timeline comes Temp. She was deciding whether or not to pass to Wilson, and by the time she got her slid the pivot foot. And a couple of people come in. One of them is number 24, Tinley Mulberry, a sophomore who's been in. Oh, I think we're going to do a timeout. Let's. 5:05 in the fourth quarter. It's 49-25. Ben Buckland operating with you from the top of the Buffalo Gymnasium.
This quarter is brought to you by Viv's Flowers and Things in downtown Waynoka. Flowers for any occasion. Give Viv a call at 580-824-0023.
So if you've been missing Rose and Ben, it's the latest, most mature morning show in the free world. Happens Thursday mornings at 11 o'clock. This week we will have Carly from Alva Beer Co. telling us what acts they are going to have at Alva Beer Co. on the weekends in February and March. And we will have our very own farm girl, Sagelyn Booty, with a new job to go with her career at Northwestern and her career with us of helping people. And she loves to do that. So join us on Rose and Ben Thursday morning at 11 o'clock. Ball played, knocked away from the good guys to the bad guys, and it goes the other way. Whistle blows as we come to, can you believe that? Trip fours on the board. We froze that baby at fours. It's 49-25. Lady Rails with the basketball. Lady Rails trail as Wilson and Poseidon have tried hard to keep them in it. Poseidon with the basketball. She's in the lane, gets out. 4:27 as Wilson has it on the far side. Good ball handler is Shea Wilson. Wants somebody to come out and set a post somewhere, or set a screen rather. Poseidon inside in the paint to Beck. That almost went. Beck follows the shot, but the rebound comes off to Avery Presser. 4 minutes now. We'll have a break between the two games. We'll keep it right here because we don't have any other option. 3:48 in the fourth quarter in the paint. Knocked away by Beck. Nice block. Put the block on number 21, Adley Alley, the senior. So Beck goes to the bench. And Devin Seeger goes to the bench. So Martinelli's in there. Delano's in. And number 1, Zoe Schmidt, is in, the freshman. Double team is broken by the Bisons. Down on the baseline, in the paint, up, and fouled. I think the foul will be on Martinelli. That was kind of a group foul, but I think Gracie got the biggest hack. Adley Alley at the line. Adley, the senior. This was senior night here in Buffalo, and they honored seniors from one end of the floor to the other with their parents. So I'm going to say there was 15 of them probably. Shot's no good, but it's rebounded by Avery Presser. Shot up from 19 is no good. Presser has the rebound. Several people get it, and it goes to no one in particular, out of bounds. 3:08. Fourth quarter of action here. Men's. Oh, I was going to tell you a while ago that the one loss for the Lady Bisons is they're at 500. I think it's 11-11, but they play some bigger schools. They play some tough competition. They play some up Class B schools, and when they get to a team on their level like Waynoka is. Whoa, look at that. Schmidt underneath. A little strong. Oh, nice. So the reward goes to number 2, Aubrey Delano, and it's 50-27. Nicely done, Obbs. Ball on the far side in the hands of the ball handler, Tinley Mulberry. Ball will be played in by Tana Lauer, another senior. Well, Tana Lauer will go to the bench. She's going to be relieved by Brooklyn Collier, who is a sophomore. Tana Lauer goes to the bench, probably for the last time tonight, I'm thinking. 2 minutes and 12 seconds in the contest. Lady Rails down, shot up, and was hit by a Lady Rail. Tim Boziden goes to the bench, probably for the last time tonight. Played a really good game. Shot up, my goodness. From way out there, it's the ball handler. What a nice shot by number 24, Tinley Mulberry. Tinley, a sophomore. .130 on the clock. Wilson has the basketball. To the top it goes. Martinelli is in the paint. Back out, up. No good. Lots of people touched the ball, and the referee said somebody wearing maroon touched it last. 1:15, Lady Rails down 53-27. I'll say it again, it's not been a bad game to watch. I mean, they haven't scored. I mean, if they made every shot they put up, it would now be 97-53. The Lady Rails would be ahead, but they didn't shoot particularly well, but there is no give up in this bunch at all. Shot up and good. Avery Presser. And good. 55-27. Under a minute. No hurry to the top. Ooh. Into the fray goes the basketball, and out come the Lady Bison with it. On the wing on the far side, and Wilson rebounds. 30 seconds remaining in the contest. On the wing on the far side, in the paint, taken away from her. Ball taken away by number 2, Brooklyn Collier, a sophomore. Underneath it goes to the last person in to be inserted into the game, at number 42, Alana Stoddard, a sophomore. If she hits a growth spurt, she'll be 6'9" by the time she's a senior. Five seconds remaining. Time for the hand you hear is for Avery Prosser, who did not start but really had a good game, number 10. Down court comes Wilson. Oh, the shot up and good. Gracie Martinelli puts an exclamation point on it, and it's 55-30. That's the way it closes out. Lady Rails take the loss with a lot of good hustle and really good games from Wilson and Poseidon. Boys action coming up in just a few minutes. I see underneath the basket the number 34 of Poseidon in street clothes, so we know about that change. Mark that on your souvenir program. We'll let you warm up just a little bit with a little bit of background music, and we'll be back with you. I know you want to stay with the tunes. The man behind the disco outfit is J.J. Manning. Rocking the tunes tonight. We'll be back.
Warm up with a class at Northwest Technology Center this month. Choose one of our evening classes, including computer fundamentals, cooking, health-related courses, business development.
All right, let's get ready for the boys' game. We can visit on the scoreboard. Coached by Jerry Springs.
Contact us today for more
Number
information.
0, Andrew Castillo. Number 11, Lyden Hummertime. Number 14, Cooper Truesdale. Number 23, Roland George. And number 24, Titan Smith Dunn. Let's meet the Bison. A senior, number 3, Edward Ibarra. Number 4, Luke Wonger. Number 35, a senior, Lathan Clark. Number 40, a senior, Francisco Mata. And number 41, a senior, Alex Ibarra.
And we're underway. George controls the tip. First shot up is no good by Smith Dunn. Ball comes off into the hands of white-clad Bison, but dribbled out of bounds. You heard the starters introduced by PA man and music man and all-around man J.J. Manning. We thank so much the hospitality of the people here on the staff of Dale Spradlin, the superintendent, and all the people here in Buffalo. So great to come out here, and I know we treat them as just as well when they come to Waynoka, but this is a great school system with wonderful people. It is scoreless. Lady Rails went down. They played well and played hard. They couldn't shoot the ball particularly well, but decent. But no give up in the girls. They lose 55-30, but played tough. Ball's thrown away. Railroaders have it. George has it at the top. Shot up by the left-hander. Rings in, rings out. Truesdale with the board. Has George in the corner. George is on the baseline. Underneath to Humbers to get in there. No, touches everything in the world except the net. Have to have a talk with it. As Lyden put the shot up, he was falling away and got fouled. Nobody's done anything scoring-wise yet, and now finally it falls through. I thought for sure there was something on top of the thing and it was just going to sit up there. Sure enough, he's knocked the top off of the basket and we're underway. Two of them down now. Number 11's got them both. And the white-clad Bison bring it up. They are a little bit like their girls record-wise. They're not in particularly great shape, but record-wise, about 500. But they play some bigger schools. They play some Class B schools, so they've been beat some. This one's up and off the board. Taken away by the Railroaders. Now they can run. Lyden's underneath. Switches to the right hand, and why not? He's got all four. not four hands. He's got all 4 points. 6:25 in the first quarter. Railroaders in the lead. Ball on the near side, now to the top. And we're at 4-2 now as Dusty's team starts to score. Look at that from the corner. Smith Dunn, like, here's the way I do it in my basketball clinics. Watch me now. 5:50. Ball's in the paint and taken away. Leiden to Smith Dunn. Underneath to Truesdale. And a whistle. Got to hold everything, kind of a foul. Smith Dunn wanted to slow the action down, I guess, so he could catch up with it, maybe. And over the boards comes the hockey change from Dusty Ock. And we have a whole new batch. So Edgar Estrada, who is an excellent athlete and probably starts most every game except senior night, he's out there with some of his fans. Somebody got hacked. Oh, it's Leiden. Oh, and he's got that. We'll just stop here for a minute. And a timeout. Timeout is called by the Railroaders. He nurses an injury, and I think it probably got popped, I think. We'll be back.
The first.
So Leiden, number 11, will stay on the bench. We'll check him out. George up, no good. And rebounded quickly by Buffalo. This is a whole different bunch now that's on the floor. It's no longer senior night. Edgar Estrada takes the shot, and it's 7-4. What you saw was some seniors who Dusty doesn't get to play very often, probably never at all in close games, that started the game. So you'll now see a little bit different five on the floor. Actually 4, and then they've still got one of their doesn't start too many in there. I don't know how many of you are stolen away. Truesdale, what a feed, a little strong. But George takes the rebound. Smith Dunn at the top. Deceptively good ball, taking care of the ball, and George is fouled. So, I don't know how familiar you are with Dusty Ock, but he is an all-time great coach. Coach him up a little hard from time to time. But it always seems they come better for it. Probably enjoys football coaching more than the other sports, but does it all. I remember a few years ago, he was absolutely chewing a kid up. And I said to, I think Kieran Olsen was helping me with the game. I said, he is ripping that kid to shreds. And Kieran said, that's his son. He can do that. So, okay. 4 minutes in the first quarter. 7-4. Rails are out front. We got a crash, and Truesdale's okay with a crash. And so, by the way, is number 13, Gideon Alley, who is a freshman. And if he hits a growth spurt, will weigh 260 across the shoulders by the time he's a senior. Both teams have some youth coming on, I promise. Balls to the top. Here's their ball handler. Watch this kid. Yeah. Luke Wonger, a junior, and Smith Dunn moves his pivot foot. He wasn't sure that's what happened, but the referee was relatively sure, so that's what happened. 3:48, Ben Buckland with you at the top of the gym, the barn in Buffalo, Oklahoma. It's a beautiful old facility. Shot up, Estrada, no good. Taken off by Truesdale, really good. Smith Dunn across the timeline, underneath to George, and we would have had a foul. There was a terrible hack down there, but it was one railroader hacking another one, so turned out to be 4 legs churning and the ball out of bounds. 3:22 in the quarter. Rails still up 7-6. Ball almost stolen away and dribbled out of bounds by Edgar Estrada. You'll remember him. Plays quarterback and receiver some in football. Good athlete. Jake Zollinger, also good athlete. You'll see him out there, number 33. If you tuned in for the senior activities before the game, Mrs. Zollinger, Jake's mama, was on the microphone. A great voice. Look at that. Smith Dunn says nothing to it. Watch me do it. It's 10-6. Railroaders up 2:45 in the first quarter. Smith Dunn leading the scorers here, and Estrada up, no good. Zollinger follows, no good. Truesdale with Smith Dunn, and the boys run the floor. In the corner, we have a scrap for the ball, and the Rails managed to keep it. Trip ducks on the board as we move to the end of quarter number 1. Rails being pressured. George out, off the board, no good. That shot went up. At the true 2-minute mark, and the clock didn't start, so we're still at the 2-minute mark. Millage comes in. Truesdale, Smith Dunn, near side. Skip pass, far side. Longoria. Got all kinds of pressure. Longoria's got people all over him. They finally take the ball away from him. Down court, Estrada, up, good, and a foul. That'll be the third team foul, and it's 10-8. At the line is Justin Arredondo, a junior. Score stays the same. Smith Dunn with the basketball. They've got a trap on him, and it works. Ball taken away down court to the little ball handler, and he'll score. The little ball handler is Luke Wonger, a junior, also a really good athlete. 1:15 in the first quarter. We now have a tie ball game. Ball game is tied at 10. 10-10, 1:15 in the first quarter. Rails got a little jump because Dusty Yock started 5 guys that are seniors that probably wouldn't play much otherwise. I mean, you take a look at this bench, at the length of this bench. Whoop, we're back to action. The ball's stolen away. Underneath, up, and good. Justin Arredondo, and it's 12-10, the first lead for the white-clad Buffalo Bison. Down in the corner, the ball handler, Wonger, lets one go, but he misses. Underneath, boxing everybody out, is Arredondo, and he scores again. He's got 6 in the last minute. Need a little help on the trap. Truesdale. They're not helping time-wise, and now it's stolen away. And scoring is number 4, Luke Wonger, a junior, and the ball is going to go the other way as Smith Dunn puts it out of bounds. 31 seconds. Castillo, Smith Dunn, Truesdale. Set the side on this side, and the ball comes in. 22 seconds. Shot from the wing is, boom, awfully good. Edgar Estrada hits, and there's 13 seconds, and the ball's thrown away by the Railroaders. 19-10. This one went from 10-10 to where it is now after 2 minutes on the clock, and there's now 10 seconds. Ball across the timeline. Underneath, up, and good on the give and go. 1 second, and we're done. And quarter over, quarter in the books. 21-10 is the score. Railroaders are down.
This portion of tonight's game is brought to you by the Long Gas Company of Alva. When it's propane you need, Long's delivers to you, or you can pick it up on East Flynn in Alva. Call them at 580-327-1436.
So it was 10-10 with 2 minutes on the clock, and it's now 21-10, and that's how you can get sick real quick. But you can also get well pretty quick. Time to start slinging some. So Truesdale's on the floor, and George is back out there. Smith Dunn is out there. Longoria is out there, and Castillo. That's the 5 now. I saw the shoulder go down of number 11, doggone it. So that's all. Number 15, Eloy Estrada. Ball thrown away. Truesdale will retrieve it. He needs help. And a timeout is called by Payson Slater, the assistant coach of the Railroaders. Rails are down in the first quarter, or the end of the first quarter, the beginning of the second, by a score of 21-10.
Downtown Waynoka.
So where the panic was is we had a timeout and panic subsided. So now Smith Dunn has the basketball. Truesdale, Castillo in the trap, steps on the timeline. (23-10). Rails down. Lady Rails lost theirs in a skirmish. It was good to watch. They just couldn't score the basketball very well, but they played hard. This ball is thrown away, and the Railroaders will play it in. So Thursday night, Cade Kennedy and company will have the call. I'll be back on Friday. Truesdale with the basketball. Smith Dunn now. 6:54 was on the clock. The clock's running. Castillo underneath. He got it. He got it. Does he get to keep it? I think so. And one. Finally. Little coaching going on over here. At the line. And one. Does not go. It's 23-12, 6:47 and a half. Ben Buckland with you solo at the top of the roost here in Buffalo in the Bison's gym. Love this old barn. Inside the ball comes. Back out. Now back in. And finally falls through for number 13, Gideon Alley, only a freshman. You came across the timeline, sir. And the ball goes over. Little over and back will bring it into the offensive area of the Buffalo Bison. Setting the floor is number 12, Justin Arredondo. Arredondo scored 6 in 1 minute by standing under the bucket in the first quarter. Ball's on the wing on the far side, a set shot. We don't see those enough anymore. That one hits the floor. Trip fives on the board as the Railroaders will play it in. Smith Dunn with the basketball. Throws it away and down underneath. The score is done. Edwin Estrada, a freshman. All of the Estradas share the same breakfast table. Truesdale the ball. Gives on the wing to Castillo. Out to the top, Smith Dunn. Back in the corner, it's Castillo. Outside to George, far side. Longoria with the basketball, can't decide, and so they all get on top of it on the floor, and that turns out to be fine because the arrow points toward the maroon-clad Railroaders. I don't know if fine's the word we're looking for here, but close enough. 27-12 the score. And checking in for Buffalo is number 23, Caleb Gonser, a freshman. I mean, Dusty's got this bench over here, right? I mean, he can put some freshness in there about any time. Ball's thrown away on the trap. The trap is really working for the Bison. Up and one. Gideon Alley, the freshman. Misses the and one. Smith Dunn with the ball across the timeline. Castillo down on the baseline and runs out of racetrack. I'll be. I think a foul is called. Turns out I'm right. 4:54 in the half. That's the first foul called on number 2, Pedro Rodriguez, a junior who has checked in. Smith Dunn prepares to inbounds for the Railroaders. Pass comes into George, kind of a suicide pass at his feet, and that turns out badly. It goes the other way. It's in the paint. It's up. It's no good. It's still up, and now it's good. Eloy Estrada with the bucket. Smith Dunn up. Fouled shooting. Fouled shooting because he switched the ball from his left hand to his right, and he got hacked on that arm. That's the third foul for Pedro Rodriguez, who's been in there about a millisecond. No good. Myers has checked in and I believe gives a foul. And that turns out to be correct. Colin Myers, a senior, just checked in, gets the foul, gives the foul. It's 31-13. A little dyslexia here on the scoreboard. Underneath, in the box out, Eloy Estrada gets an arm across the face and will go to the line. So the referee is saying to Millage and to Estrada, gentlemen, you're playing with some enthusiasm, but it's a little more enthusiasm than I like. So when we swing those arms, let's just kind of swing them at the air and not so much at each other's faces. Not good is the shot. Pedro Rodriguez checks out. And one of the long line here checks in. Misses this one. Everybody gets a hand on it. Whoa, a little push away, but I guess it's okay. Smith Dunn, no good. Ball rebounded. Quickly down court it comes. Underneath, tapped away. Millage, a great tap away as the clock goes 4 minutes. Smith Dunn looking. Hits Castillo on the near side, who drives underneath. Gives to Myers, who scores. Number 33, Myers, buries it 31-15, 3:40 in the half. It's senior night here in Buffalo. They got a full house on my side of the gym. That one missed everything but Millage, who was right there to take it. 3:25 of the clock running in the first half. Castillo, the old hidden ball trick, but finally gets it out. Ooh, Smith Dunn misses, but nothing. The offense goes to the Bisons, who throws it to no one in particular. Edwin Estrada, who is the youngest of the brothers, will be catching some grief for that at the breakfast table. Inside to Myers. Outside the top. Smith Dunn. 2:50 in the half. Rails down 31-15. Castillo, we don't know. Somebody called something. Everybody seems to agree, so the Rails will keep the basketball. Inside to Smith Dunn on the wing, trying to get to the paint, can't, but gives to Longoria, who's got some trouble, but he tries to hit Millage underneath, and the pass is ill-fated. The idea was great. Not quite how you draw it up, but we'll try it again a little later. 2:30 in the half. At halftime, J.J. Manning here with the tunes will play some, and we'll just keep it here. Pivot foot moves, and Myers will get to inbound the ball. Oh, look. Trip ducks on the board. We have captured them once again. Smith Dunn across the timeline. In the corner. Want to come across, does number 3. Does not, cannot. Outside it comes. Smith Dunn with the basketball. Underneath, kind of, to Myers, who brings it back out. Weston to the top. Takes a screen. Outside, somebody blows a whistle. It had to be one of those two guys with whistles. And they'll talk it over. And they'll decide. I'm not sure what they'll decide, but eventually we will. Number 3 will go to the line. This is the 5th foul, team foul on Buffalo. Hits this one. And it's 31-16. He hit that one too. I almost called a miss. It started. Never mind. You saw it. I don't know how it went through, but it did. 31-17. 1:44 clock running in the half. Buffalo with the basketball. Kind of a loose 1-3-1. It comes into the middleman, and now the low post. Misses the shot. Saved to one of his comrades. Number 23, Caleb Gonser, a freshman, has the basketball at the top. 118 in the paint, up off the board, no good. There's 4 Railroaders, and one guy that shoots the ball and scores is Christian Turbeville, a sophomore. We're at a minute in the half, 33-17. Smith Dunn, it went. Smith Dunn scores. That's Titans getting up toward that 10 points of the 19, for goodness sake. 42 seconds, ball on the far side, 42 seconds and a half. 19-footer. He shot 21 feet, so no good. 30 seconds in the half. Back in it comes now to the top. Far side, 20-footer. This one he hits. No good from 19, but pretty good from 20. And it's 36-19. 14 seconds. Smith Dunn kind of moving them around. Myers with the basketball. Castillo loses it. Underneath it goes. Tipped away, and the half is over. That's about the only way that could have ended very well. 36-19 at halftime. The Rails scrambling on senior night. Not everything looks bad here, I'll tell you. They scramble pretty good now. We'll be back after this timeout.
What do you look for in a good ag lender? Local decision making? Quick responses on questions? Personalized business packages with a focus on your financial goals? guidance with the latest technology, on-site visits with respect for your time and your schedule. Well, if that sounds good to you, you should give us a call. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the leader in ag lending.
Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, an equal housing lender, online at farmcreditloans.com.
A little help here.
Not us. You're doing a great job. You don't need no help.
Only because you said that, I'm going to stay.
Okay. Phew.
It's halftime. As you probably know, district starts in a little while. We'll be up the road. It's a 2-team district, so you advance, but you advance only through the winner's bracket if you win, you see. But no matter win or lose, you advance to the regionals, so there you are. More information coming Thursday with Cade Kennedy. Ben Buckland with you, flying solo in Buffalo, Oklahoma. It's 36-19 at the halftime. In the corner, up and good. Shot by Edward Ibarra. The first time I've said his name this evening. He's a senior and a starter. Well, I say a starter. Dusty Yock started 5 seniors that have never played because it's senior night. There's a takeaway and a score by number 10, Edgar Estrada. 2 Estradas are brothers. The other Estrada, who was the quarterback on the team, Eloy, is a cousin. He's he's the best athlete of the 3, but all 3 Estradas would make a pretty good forward line on a hockey team. 7 minutes in the third quarter. Rails are down 41-19. Number 11, Leiden Hammerstheim, got hit on his hurt shoulder. I don't know if it's just a dinger on it. I'm a long ways across, but he's certainly not going to play anymore tonight. I hope it's hurt and not injured any more than. I mean, the kid is so game, and he's such a good kid. And that's so tough. I really didn't know that. I mean, I knew he was tough. I didn't know how tough a shoulder injury is until I had to have my right shoulder rebuilt. And the surgeon is telling me, I'm saying, why is this so sore? He says, because you have more nerves that we have to cut through in a shoulder surgery than any other surgery you can have. I went, oh, well, thanks. I guess you wouldn't have told me that before you sold me the surgery, but then I couldn't lift my arm, so here we are. 6 minutes, third quarter, 41-19. I just hate, Leiden is, a very young kid and still growing, so you hate a surgery, Shot up from the ball handler, Luke Wonger. And he hits. It's 43-19, 5-4-3 on the board. That was the time. Ball inside, taken away by Truesdale. He was hacked as he stole the ball, and the guy wanted it back, I guess. So a foul ensued, and it wasn't terrible, but it caused this. Smith Dunn will throw it in. Set play. Everybody comes around, and nobody comes around in time. And Smith Dunn holds the basketball until the whistle blows, which is, of course, something that you cannot do. 5:33 in the third quarter. Bison with the basketball. We're in Buffalo. Be in Waynoka Thursday night. Shot up, no good. And Smith Dunn has it. Smith Dunn handling the ball. Insists on handling the ball. Gives it to Castillo. Back to Smith Dunn. Far side, 5 minutes. Truesdale the basketball, and he's hacked again. The guy that keeps hacking on him is number 33, Jake Zollinger, who I don't want to mention too loud because his father, Brad's sitting beside me calling the game for Buffalo. Brad has 2 sons playing, one freshman, one sophomore. There's a shot up by George. And by George, it finally goes in. I thought he was going to have to just somehow put it up there. Trip 4's on the board. Third quarter. 43-21. Roland George scored. If you didn't get that in your book. Nice swat by Truesdale. And down court it comes. Longoria underneath, but it doesn't get there. Taken away. Smith Dunn takes it back away. Underneath is Smith Dunn. Can you believe that? That did not go after it sat there just forever. 4:10 on the board on the time as the shot goes up and is rebounded by Longoria off to Truesdale. Cooper gives it to Smith Dunn, back to Coop. Underneath, and no. What are we doing? A charge? I'm not sure. I think he's calling a charge. Truesdale already went to the line going, I know I was fouled. Well, maybe not. Whoop. Over the boards comes a hockey shift change for Dusty's Desperados, the Bison. So I'll give them to you as I pick them up. Number 23 is Caleb Gonser, a freshman, and he scores one end to the other, 45-21. Truesdale with the basketball all the way to the rim, and he's hacked on the wrist by number 2, Pedro Rodriguez, who's back in after fouling 3 quick times. Truesdale will go to the line. Shot up and good. Cooper Truesdale, number 14. Solid body in there, a sophomore. If he continues to fill out, he'll weigh 260 across the shoulders in about a year. Maybe I might exaggerate, but not terribly. 3:25 on the clock as it crosses the timeline, it being the basketball. Inside in the paint, turn and shoot. No good. Volleyball action. Now a scrum on the floor, a little rugby action, and it's a tie, and it'll go the other way. The other way being our way. Got to get a little sweat off the floor there. Ben Buckland with you from Buffalo, Oklahoma. Thanks to Mr. Superintendent Dale Spradlin. Oh, look at that 22-foot shot. No good. By Smith Dunn. Thought that baby was going to fall. Underneath, and I think Wyatt may have pushed on him just a little bit. So Millage will get the foul. It'll be his third. I was thanking Dale Spradlin, the superintendent, and his staff. They are so good here. J.J. Manning on the doing play-by-play, but he's one of the assistant coaches of the basketball. Really, really good folks. So the senior Myers will check in. Millage will check out. Colin Myers, number 33, is in. Underneath, up and good. What a configuration of body parts by Eloy Estrada. This is the kid that was their quarterback. This is a really, really good athlete. Smith Dunn to the top. This one's a little hard. Taken away with somebody in a white shirt, and it goes the other way. In the corner. On the wing. Near wing. 20-footer. No good. Everybody gets a hand on it, but for some reason, it hit the back of the backboard. Okay. That's the out of bounds line. We have somebody coming in that's a person that will probably not play much except for tonight. Renee Ibarra, number 41, a senior. This is senior night. Dusty Ock he started 5 seniors that have never gotten on the court except times like this. Stolen away. Down he goes and fouled. Fouled by Longoria. 47-23. Rails are down. 2:07 in the third quarter. Bowen George waits at the table to check back in. Shots up and good. At the line is Gideon Alley, a freshman. Truesdale checks out. George is in. That one's up and good. Myers on the give and go. Look at that. Look at that. Just how we draw them up. Run that on the film session. 49-25. Colin Myers scores on the give and go from Smith Dunn. Into the paint. And a tie. Got to be a jump. Let's see what happens. It stays on this end. Nicely done, Colin Myers. 21 checks in. That's Blaze Appleton, a freshman. I'm betting that Blaze has not been in before tonight, and I'm pretty sure I'm right on this particular one. More whistles. Not sure. Now we're ready. 1:42 on the clock in the third. They play it in, and the clock runs at 1:40. Number 0 is Edward Estrada, the freshman. He's one of the brothers, 2 of them brothers, the other one a cousin, Eloy. Oh, underneath and good. So the youngster that just checked in, Blaze Appleton. I got to get a little excited. Smith Dunn, nice. Nice, son. Travel down there slowly. You've done well. 51-28 the score as Smith Dunn hits for 3 and the clock rolls under a minute. If this were hockey, I'd be saying 1 minute. There is 1 minute remaining in quarter number 3. However, it's basketball, so score stays the same or the clock. Oh, the guy scores. Can you believe it? Rene Ibarra, the senior. Shot up, no good. Tip in by George. He was above everybody, so probably he's the one that tipped it out of bounds. It's senior night here, and Dusty looking at his bench going, is anybody here that has not played? What about the girl with the water bottles? You want in there? We got time. And a whistle blows. It'll go the other way this time. .22 seconds in the third quarter, 53-28 the score. Rails are back in Waynoka on Thursday and Friday. Then Saturday, I'll be at the local stock show. Long one put up, and look at that follow. It's up and good. Weston, I think, maybe George, I'm not sure. You scored however you want. 5 seconds in the third quarter. Shot up. It's blocked. Myers rebounds, and the buzzer sounds, and we're at the end of 3. Rails are down by a score of 53-30.
This portion of tonight's game is brought to you by the Long Gas Company of Alva. When it's propane you need, Long's delivers to you, or you can pick it up on East Flynn in Alva. Call them at 580-327-1436. This quarter is brought to you in part by Chimney Rock Mini Storage on the south side of Waynoka. Larry and Linda Zook supporting all things in Northwest Oklahoma that make our community the best. Give them a call at 580-824-1042. This quarter is brought to you by Viv's Flowers and Things in downtown Waynoka. Flowers for any occasion. Give Viv a call at 580-824-0023.
Last quarter of action. Bison have the ball. Nicely done by number 20, Christian Turbeville. Turbeville, a sophomore. Smith Dunn at the top. Shot from the far side. The three is good by Castillo. And it's 55-33. No give up in these Railroaders. They keep after it. It's senior night, so Dusty's going to play. Dusty Yock, the coach of Buffalo, is going to play his bench. And his bench, many of them, play well. Some are getting in a contest that they just wouldn't if it wasn't senior night, or if it wasn't 57-33. Rebound up and taken off by Edward Ibarra. It's in the corner. That's the basketball. About 6 minutes to play. We'll journey back tonight. Obviously, this is not a resort stay here in Buffalo. We will go back, and then Cade Kennedy and his crew will have the call Thursday night. I'll see you back Friday. We'll be at the 4-H FFA Stock Show on Saturday. Monday, the Woods County 4-H FFA Stock Show. The ball's taken away by the white-clad Bison. They have the basketball. 19-foot shot is no good. Saved, but saved to Smith Dunn. Gives it to Weston. Ooh. Got fouled a little bit hard, but not maliciously. Just kind of accidentally hard. Ivan Zollinger, the freshman, gonna check in. No good. And no good. But George saves it. But now it's unsaved. Stolen away. Down court quickly into the paint if there was paint. The shot up, no good. Taken off. Number 3 on the move again. Gets tripped up. George saves him. Oh, don't come in sideways on that ankle. Roland George is about as scrappy as one can be. However, the coaches are going, come over here and save that ankle for just a minute, and let's let Wyatt see about the rest of this for a while. Shots up by Smith Dunn. It's no good. So Smith Dunn's rewarded by getting to throw the ball in, and he does. Truesdale jumper looked good, didn't go. Wyatt has the rebound over to Castillo. No good. Smith Dunn. Can you believe that? Somebody score the basketball. Ball is not cooperating. A shout out to all the guys, all the dads that are babysitting tonight. I know there's one named Nix. I think another named Klein. There may be others. I know you've critiqued the broadcast tonight. I appreciate it very much. As long as you don't share it. 450, shot up. Looks good, no good. Up, Castillo fouled. And that will be foul number 4. You believe this? The Railroaders have not fouled. They have a 0 on their side. This young man, however, number 3, Edward Ibarra, has 4 fouls. And the Bison have 4 fouls. Now, I'm no math major, but I'm saying Ibarra's caused some of this problem for them. Number 4, Luke Wonger checks in. I promise you, this little guy is not anybody's slack. This is not a fill-in. This kid can fly. Here he comes. Taken away, going the other way. 3 with the basketball. Comes to the wing. To the top to Smith-Dunn, who will sling it from about anywhere. Castillo is also a shooter and does. Castillo hits, and it's 36. Told you I wasn't a math major. 3's more than 2. I got it. Near side is the basketball. 4 minutes. Clock is running. District will start before long, and it's a 2-team district, so if you win or lose, you're still going to regionals. I'm telling you, the kid can move the ball and shoot. Luke Wonger, a junior, number 4. Number 14 checking in is Blake Drew, a freshman. I suspect this is Blake's first time in a varsity game. Castillo says, let me try that again. Just leave me over here. I'm fine. 59-39. I'm thinking that's close to a 20-point spread. Rally time. Ball inside, spin, up. No good. Myers takes the rebound, and we go the other way. 3 minutes. Smith-Dunn pitches back to Castillo, and it goes off of him out of bounds. Inside, taken away and grabbed. The grab was done by number 23, Caleb Gonser, freshman. Caleb's been in there a while. 5 fouls on the board, so Castillo can do a little good here. Another chance to do some good. And does. And the good guys break 40. 59-40, no give up in the rails. Lots of people getting to play for Dusty's senior night Bison. Underneath the basket, almost taken away. Shot on the wing, no good. Colin Myers comes up with it. Whoa. And it's a tie ball. .230 across the timeline comes Smith-Dunn. Near side. Little screen by Myers. Smith-Dunn from, well, it didn't make any difference. It was blocked, and everybody in white goes the other direction. A miss. And Millage drops the ball off to Smith-Dunn. Can you believe it? And over the boards comes another hockey change. An entire team in for Dusty Ock. Number 40 is Francisco Mata, who is a senior. 35 is Lathan Clark, who is a senior. Up off the board, no good. Shot up by 41, Renee Ibarra, who is a senior. I think I'm seeing what Dusty did here. 1:40 on the clock in the final period. Truesdale to the top, puts a rainbow up. It's no good. Looks good. Came off the back. No good. 125 in the contest. Or in regulation, at least. This baby could go to overtime if the rails get really hot in the last minute. Shot up. And the groan comes because number 11, Xavier Manning, missed that. I'm thinking Xavier probably hasn't been on the floor an awful lot. The crowd's with him. There's a 20-footer. Myers takes it off. Down court to Millage, but knocked away. Millage has the great hands. He was ready to catch that, but it got booted to the side. Ball in, Truesdale. Myers fires. Get in there, baby. Yes! The bank is open. The core bank is open. What a shot. Myers for three, and it's 59-45. Dusty over on the bench looks fairly relaxed for a guy wound as tight as he normally is. He's kind of enjoying the night. 22 seconds in the fourth quarter on senior night here in Buffalo, Oklahoma. Chatting. Oh, we got to have a shooter. I think some sort of. Okay. Number 11, Xavier Manning, is going to the line to shoot. And the crowd groans. He gets the palm slap and he'll shoot again. I don't know the inside. He hits. Listen to this. I don't know the inside story, but I suspect that we'd all be in for it. It would all be okay. 15 seconds. Truesdale, Longoria shoots and hits. No give up. And that's the way this one ends, 60-48. It's on senior night here in Buffalo. It is an emotion-charged Buffalo gym, a pretty full house. As you can see, not full on the visitors' side, but it rocks here on this side of the place. We're up in the press box with all of these folks. And we appreciate getting to do that. Thanks to J.J. Manning and all of them here in Buffalo. This is Ben Buckland with you. There's no reason for a long pregame because there's nobody going to help me pack this if I do a long pregame or a short one. So you get a short one, 60-48 on senior night. Rails don't give up and do a good showing. They come up short 60-48. The Lady Rails short 55-30. We'll be back in Waynoka and see you on Thursday evening. Until then, as my running buddy for many years and all-time best friend and Waynoka native, Judge Dean Linder, would say, hey, be good sports. Good night, everybody.